Hey, I'm a little short on time, but ready, set, go. Taps to start. Got to hang out with a few varsity players that'll be leaders this year, and their #1 request was that we train more. So videos are a good way to start that up. Also, there's going to be some before school training this coming school year whenever school gets to happen. Make sure you're tapping at different places around the body. Gets a little hard behind the back. That one requires a little strength. Stability. You can see my arm muscles are kind of firing on that pretty hard. It's quite strenuous. And under the butt. Whoop. Yep. Behind the head if you can. And then we're done. Let's do T to tree. Up and down, up and down. I was just working with a player today who was working on this, getting ready for their running jump shot, their runner, floater, some people call it, where you've got to be able to dribble, pick up the ball, turn it, to shoot it. And it's this motion right here. Got to be able to do that, to be one-handed in basketball. Probably want to be able to do it with both hands. So you have the option of being fouled, you have the option of getting somebody off you, like that. Let's do some wraps. You know it's 5 in every direction, then we switch directions in every spot. Should go fast enough if you fail. Multiple times apparently. Couple corkscrews. And switch direction. It's actually supposed to be really good for brain development too, to do things that cross the midline of your body. The midline is right down the sternum here, so when you do something that crosses and a part of your body moves to the other side to do operations, so that's supposed to be good for your brain. So, hey, doing pretty good there. Let's do a couple of pickups. 1, 2, pick up, snap. Remember, it's one solid motion. Catch at the bottom, not here, but the bottom. Bring it up slow. And snap. Working on the form. Dribble into it. Dribble into it. 5 each. Left. Don't stop. I'm not sure what I'm at. We'll say I'm done. That gives us our warm-up. Let's do a little upper body. So for this one, we'll do a version of a plank with a push-up, and this is my ultimate form. If you can't do this, you need to back off. You can remove the ball. You could go to your knees to reduce the amount of force, but something like this. Here we go, a traditional plank pose. I'm going to try to stabilize my core, touch, switch, stabilize my core, touch, switch, 1 second on the pause. Stabilize my core, touch, switch. Notice I'm not doing this. That's actually hard too, but I want to keep those shoulders level, touch, switch, and try not to stick my butt into the sky. Try to keep it level. It's really hard to do. Again, if you need to go to your knees, do that. You're going to do 5 taps with each hand, and that's going to be 1. So I'll go through a few of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 time through. Next one for the upper body, we're going to do supine toe touches. actually, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna do baby poses. I want to make sure you get your back. I haven't done the back in a while, so.
Doing great. Good job.
Babies. Babies make cute poses. You're gonna go from Superman, parachute baby, and back. And we're gonna do 5 reps of that, 1 second in each isometric hold. So 1001, 1001, 1001, 2, 1001, 1001, 1001, 3, 1001, 1001, 1001, 4, 1001, 1001. Don't let your knees touch. 1001, 5. So 2 different exercises. 1, shoulder taps, working the upper body and the core. 2nd, all back, and you're gonna feel it in that lower back, right above your glutes, right above your butt. It's nice. 2 more times through, total of 3 times through for the 2 exercise set or cycle. Now, all right, moving on to core. Now, supine toe touches. We're gonna do this one with the ball for an added stability, challenge, and a little bit of dexterity with the ball. So, supine toe touch usually looks like this. Balanced on your butt, nothing holding. Going ankle, 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 ankle. We're gonna do it with the ball. And we're gonna go ankle, 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 ankle. Bringing them in. Alternating to 25. (19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25). Not too tough, doesn't look very hard. It's plenty on the lower back and across the abs, mostly your lower back. That's a nice one. And then we'll do dog pose. So we'll do dog pose with the ball today. Dog pose is all fours position, except I'm gonna let that knee, those knees come off the floor. So dig your toes in, knees come up just the littlest bit, and 90-degree knees stay there for a 25 count. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Alright, so 2 more sets of supine toe touches with the ball and dog pose with the ball. Trying to focus on that grip strength, that ability to balance, stabilization in the arms, which allows you to be strong when you need to bump, or actually when you need to swipe off, have that ability to stabilize your arm when you need it. Next set, working on the burst a little bit, our ability to bounce and burst, go really fast, go really high when we need to do it. So for those, we're actually going to work on jump form a little bit. We're going to do max jumps. But to work up to that, let's just get some 1-step hops. So we need to do something called, what is it called? Dorsiflexion. Dorsal flexion. So if you know, a dorsal fin on a fish is on its back. So dorsa is the back side. Flexion means we fully extend those muscles. And so we've got this dorsiflexion thing going on, getting ready to roll forward. And the purpose of this is treat your muscles like rubber bands. They are stretchy like rubber bands. They have an elasticity. So I want to stretch them, roll into them, and use them. So if I just plop my foot down like this, I haven't stretched the rubber bands. I get here, and yes, I can stretch the rubber bands, but it takes a lot of energy to get there, rather than pre-stretching those rubber bands and then rolling into an immediate explosion. That pressure against the stretched rubber bands, it's faster to engage. It's also more powerful because you've already stretched them out. And when you stretch them a little bit more, you get a little spring back action, which is called plyometrics. And we want to develop that. So we're going to get into that. For that, we're going toes to the sky, jump. You're going to do that 25 times. So dorsiflexion, toes up, jump. Switch feet every time. Toes up, jump. 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 Roll into the ball of the foot. Toes up, jump. 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 And 25, I don't know where I am, probably like 15. Let's go into the penultimate and ultimate step. Those are ways of saying almost the end and the end. So second to last, last step. Second to last is very, very long. So when I come in, I'm running at my normal pace, headed for a rebound or headed for the hoop if I'm a dunker. And then somewhere in there, I have this final step that's huge, and I'm pushing all of that energy into the floor. But I don't want to lose that energy. So as I'm rocking into it, I dorsiflex. I stretch out my rubber band, and when I roll forward onto those, I get my full explosion. So we're working on a long step into dorsiflexion, rubber band-like spring up action. So to do that, we're going to start with your not penultimate, your not second to last step. So for most of you, if you're right-handed, you'll want to stretch long with your right foot. If you're left-handed, stretch long with your left foot. So here it comes. I'm going to go right foot's my long one, so my left foot's out, my hands are out. Long penultimate step, and I got these hands back, and my toes up. It's hard to do this slow. Toes up, and together to spring, and we're playing volleyball. So here we go. Hands out, step and jump. You're going to do 5 max jumps, and then you're back to 25 of the penultimate only. So that again was the dorsiflex step and jump, and 5 of these. And once you're comfortable, introduce the ball, because that'll mess up that whole swinging action. You'll have to take it from the belly button. Here we are. You'll notice you get a lot lower. If you dribble it, it goes a little bit better. Remember to keep those toes high. Pull them up, dorsiflex them. And 2 more times of those, and you've got your core done, upper body done, burst and bounce. And we're on to a little bit of skills real quick. You need to pause the video to finish, do that, I'm sure you do. And to keep it rolling, so I can put my kids in bed. Let's do a little handling, ball handling. Some of you can't dribble, totally get that. So let's work on this. Just rhythm, getting that ball way outside, and I'm cupping it on the outside. See that action with my wrist, 90-degree wrist, and I'm just throwing it back and forth. If you can dribble it, do it, same thing. Same action, notice if I don't dribble it, same action. I'm still learning how to control that. You dribble it, same thing, look at me shimmy back and forth, right? And now get some sway in it. If you can't dribble it, don't dribble it. Same thing. Now let's work on gliding. So when I'm marked up with a defender like you, if I stay here dribbling, I have no ability to get to the hoop. I've got to get off center so I have a line clear to the hoop. So one way to do that is just to glide over. When I do that, it's classic dance move. Feet together, step out. Oh yeah, here we go. It's just that. It's not very complicated. So when I cross over, with or without a dribble, doesn't matter. I'm coming together, stepping out. Together, stepping out. "25 times, with or without the dribble, doesn't matter. Of course, without the dribble is a travel, but it still gives you the mechanics you need in your hands and in your feet. So it's fine to practice that way. Now let's make that crossover a pullback. So 25 of those, then switch to 25 of the pullback, which means as this ball comes over, I get into my drop and I pull that ball back. I can do this like this with the dribble. Notice it comes back to my back leg. And when that happens, dance move, step together, step out, draw back, 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 step together, step out, draw back. At speed, looks a little bit like this. Drop, go back, drop. You're going to be tempted to put your head down and your butt high. Do the opposite. Put your butt down, your head high. So you can see, you can shoot, you can pass, you can do what you want. If you're doing some of this, it's going to be real hard to control much. This leg alone isn't going to be able to handle your weight. So sink down to that lunge, keep your posture and head up, and drop back. Got fancy. Go till you make a mistake. Once you get 25, return to the first exercise, which was just the step together side glide. We're gliding to the side, and then the second time, we are splitting. And get some of that. If this is hard, remove the ball. Just do the feet. Just get this dance. 1, 2, make it long. 4, 5, get into your split, your drop those hips, 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 and we're good. If you get a little more advanced and you want to really play with that, there's a couple of fun things you can do. So you can do your drop and do an inverted between the legs. Too close to the couch. That's a fun one to do. You can do behind the back, but it's pretty tough. So you can come out, cross in behind. Sorry. Drop in behind. The couch is too close. Drop in behind, behind, behind. You can play with it. It gets hard. It becomes more of the lateral slide. Cross. Stay with me. Cross, 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 cross. That one I need practice on. So if you're beyond what I was just doing, amazing, probably not. But you can add to it. Be creative. Introduce it between the legs in any way you want. All right. I think we're just about good. The last one I'd ask you to do, working on your one dribble pickup, and we're going to do it off a drawback. So I'm catching. I'm going to cross over. Let's do a rip. Rip, drop, and stop. And we're going to shoot. So catch it. If you're tall, rip tall. Drop. And you can stop into your shot. And that's fine to work on. Make sure you don't stop during your shot. Snap it through. If you want to go a little higher, then rip, drop, dribble stop, retreat to shoot. So you can work on the dribble stop. Dribble stops can be crossover, glide to shoot. It can be between the legs, glide to shoot. It can be behind the back, glide to shoot. All of those are fine. So work with that. Do at least 3 sets of 25. Mix it up, change it a little every time. So if the first time you drop, stop to shoot, next time try your crossover glide. Drop, crossover, shoot. After that, maybe you want to challenge yourself just a little bit and go behind the back to your shot. So we're good. 3 sets of that, and you're all set. God bless you guys. Have a great, great night.